calculated dances of friends and family, the lyrical flourish of panegyrics, and the acrobatic displays by undertakers all gave life to the hilly town of Idanre in Ondo State, as the whole town was thrown into celebrations for 2 consecutive days. It was this memorable bash that unfolded the rites of passage of Mrs. Iranola Eunice Dairo, who was laid to rest in the rocky land of great men. The late Mrs. Iranola Dairo was an exceptional mother who touched so many lives positively. She was a loving woman with a charming disposition. Her motherly role was second to none, hence the elaborate and befitting funeral accorded her by the children as a way of bidding farewell to a dear mother. The funeral ceremony commenced on Thursday, May 23, 2019, with a motorcade procession from the outskirts of Ondo State Nigeria through the streets to their house. As Mama's children danced along the snaky streets of the rocky town, the aura that a matriarch was gone enveloped everyone who came in contact with the ceremonious procession. The train finally halted at the family house at Ondo State quarters. There, a brief line in state was held as family members gathered to pay their last respect. Guests later reconversed for the wake-up service. They soon joined the children of Mama, who were in white and purple, alongside the family members. The hymns soon began to roll by as the choristers of St. Paul's Anglican Church sang with fervor. In between, there were Bible readings. Testimonies abound about the good works of Mama and her loving disposition from children, families, and the community at large. In the brief sermon, Reverend Solomon Kehinde Fashaki charged his audience to emulate the good-natured attributes of Mama. The children of Mama soon stepped to the dance floor to dance at the Thanksgiving session, which drew late into the night. The Legeke cultural troupe then took over as they entertained guests non-stop. The celebration of the life of Mother Iranola continued the next day at the St. Paul's Anglican Church, Ondo State Nigeria, as guests arrived at the church premises to join in the celebrations. Mama's casket was led into the church by a pack of priests, followed by the children. The service was punctuated by insightful hymns. In no time, the church became full as the children of the deceased looked regal in their teal attires, complementing the Ankara fabrics on guests. The vicar of the Idanre South Archdeaconry, Venerable Idanre Agbola, in his sermon, commended the worthy life Mama lived.
We live a life immortal as those who seek peace. Àwọn tó ń wá àlàáfíà lórí ànàkọ́ ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá ti wá àlàáfíà máa ṣe kí a máa jẹ nílé.
Prayers were said for the children and family she left behind. For the Thanksgiving session, the children, their spouses, and the entire family stood in the front of the altar as guests danced forward to felicitate with them. The withdrawal hymn brought the service to a close as the casket was wheeled out of the church. The undertakers again commenced the merrymaking from the church through the streets to her final destination, her residence. There, she was interned close to her husband's tomb, who was buried in 2016. The dust-to-dust rites marked the final departure of Mama unto eternity. Born in 1934 in Idanre, the beautiful Iranola Eunice Dairo was soft-spoken, kind-hearted, and God-fearing. She had a cheerful, giving attitude and was able to make many people happy. A very social woman, she had a great dress sense and was the matron of the Omolere Social Club, a member of the Oredegbe Club, and the treasurer of the Idayasomi Club, Idanre. A God-fearing woman and a devout Christian, she was a member of Osijo Group of St. David Adegbule Aroloye Anglican Church, Idanre. Then to the final phase, as gorgeously dressed women and regal-looking men sauntered to the Olofi Anglican Grammar School field, Idanre, for an elaborate reception. The giant marquise mounted across the field was colorfully decorated in white and green, complementing the Ankara fabrics worn by guests. treated to first-class hospitality with sumptuous meals and exotic drinks littering the tables. The enjoyment was further heightened with music from Femi Sola Band. Guests were all happy to felicitate and associate with Mama's children, who treated them to very good times. In their different marquees, Mama's sister, family and daughter treated their guests to non-stop entertainment, but in the main marquee were the Dairo brothers, led by engineer Bright Olasingbe His other siblings include United States-based Boluwaji Dairo, Tunde Jackson Dairo, who holds a top-flight position at Lafarge Cement plc, and Dele Kolawole Dairo. The Dairo brothers and their spouses were definitely wonderful hosts. Mama's eldest son, Bright Olasingbe Dairo, an engineer who is with Shell Petroleum Development Company, and his darling wife, Yolade Dairo, gave a good example of leadership and hospitality. The obviously thrilled guests continued to dance one after the other with their respective hosts on the dance stage in attunement with the lyrical flows of the band till late in the night. Red Carpet TV spoke with some of Mama's children.
She was a cheerful giver. She was very caring. She was a mother among mothers.
She was a mother to us. If you look at my testament about my mom, and I said that if I come 1,001 times again, she will ever be my mom. She didn't have enough, but she lived her life for the children. And in return, she was a fulfilled woman. Like the pastor was saying yesterday, that I didn't mean that money could buy life. We would have tried. If I see my mom again, what else can I say than to say, Mom, don't go. You are the best. You are the best. Stay with your children. I love that so much. She calls me Okoni.
Mama was a peace lover. Mama was such an awesome woman. Mama was a great giver. She will truly be missed by every one of us. Eunice Iranola,
From the Red Carpet TV crew, we felicitate with the children of Mama for giving their dear mother a very befitting burial.